And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. The second to last game of the season. I forgot to start the clock. Yikes. Actually. Set the main clock. It's at 35. Aha! I am a genius. That actually works. I can't believe that actually works. Well, good thing I have access to the stream today, despite the fact that I am back home from my little escapades in the California wilderness. I am Joshua Buttrick. You are joining us live from Arizona Athletic Grounds here in Mesa, Arizona. It's the second to last game of the season for the Desert Gunners. They are unfortunately out of the playoff race, but still a lot to be proud of for this team, and still a lot to be proud of for this side as we see them playing a team that is still in playoff contention in AMSG. However, it is very much a case of playing spoiler today. In fact, funny enough, they're playing spoilers for AMSG. If they do cause sort of a fumble for AMSG, it's going to be FC Tucson who will have the second playoff spot. But as of right now, it's more all about Arizona Arsenal just getting some more experience. There's a couple new guys on the squad. There's actually only one, in fact. It's Isa Hamid. He is playing his first game. He's not in the starting lineup, but most likely, knowing this league, he will get some playing time. Starting lineup for Arsenal is actually going to be as follows. Partizan of the University of San Diego will start in goal over Kennison. It is a back four of Kamara, Boucher, Hardy, and Ortiz. Jacob Fitzgerald, Joshua Martinez, and Owen Jowett will make up the right center mid pairing. And here's a chance for Zeke Zambrano. Zambrano just misses. It's just wide here. It's Zambrano. You don't actually see him all that often on the wing, but he did get himself set up quite nicely and nearly gets himself a chance at goal. Speaking of the three wingers, the three forwards, it's actually going to be Zeke Zambrano, who you just saw take a shot just a little off target, with Caden Cameron of Regis University and Bryce Backlund of the former Dixie State Utah Tech. Zambrano has another chance again, but it's going to be Cade Cameron who's going to leave this one out for Cadence McKenzie. McKenzie will find Zambrano on the wing, and it will be found here rather by Cadence McKenzie, who for some reason I don't have him in my starting lineup, despite the fact that I knew he was starting today. I guess I just accidentally forgot to put his name in there. Anyway, a long ball here. It's going to nearly find the head of Kamara. Starting lineup for AMSG is as follows. They're going to be playing a 4-3-3 here. They have two center defensive mids and one center attacking mid. It's almost like a triangle in the midfield. They're going to be starting Aiden Haynes in goal. Gloria, Puente, Hammond, and Klipkin are their back four. As Partizan will grab that ball and get himself a nice save. The midfield is going to be comprised of two defensive mids of Martin Garcia and Jackson Miller, and center attacking mid, the number 10, Al-Hassan Al-Sakati, will be the center attacking mid. It's almost going to be like a triangle sort of formation in that midfield there. Three wingers, Uriel Sanchez, Armand Hakikat, and Armin Tarani will be making up the three strikers. That's a good tackle from the number 8 of AMSG. And they will play this back. And he's fixing the field. That is quite nice. They're fixing the field for us. That is quite nice. Field's actually in not pristine condition as you would expect considering the Arizona Heat, but considering what it was like last year, this is a significant improvement. Costa Rica being here has really actually made Arizona Athletic Grounds it almost felt like a showcase for them with Costa Rica coming here to train, and they were able to do. Admittedly, it was a very difficult job, but it was a very good job under these circumstances. Yes, you do see patches on the field, but compared to what it was like last season it was very, very dusty, a lot of dirt patches rather than the grass patches. As you see Carter Boucher going up the field, and he's going to try and get that to Backlund. Backlund's hit hard. Referee's going to play the advantage. It's going to be Carter Boucher. Backlund is down. Cross is coming in. looking for Cade Cameron. It's going to stay in play, but now it is out of play. It's a corner for Arsenal. First corner for the Desert Gunners. Backlund's able to get back up, much to this. What the? Hold on. Can we get a cameraman to zoom in on that Tesla Cybertruck? I've seen them in gray, but I don't think I've ever seen one in whatever color that is. Unfortunately, I don't actually have access to the camera today, but yeah, there's a Cybertruck outside, and it is a weird, really weird color. And that gives you an excuse to actually come here. It should give people an excuse to actually come here today. You never know what you're going to see here. As Blaze Hardy is going to play that out to the wing. It's going to find Zeke Zambrano. He's going to turn around, turn it back a little bit. Now looking for a pass here. Hardy is making a run. He finds Hardy. Hardy's going to play that to Cameron. Cameron can't quite keep the ball at his feet, and it's going to be taken away by AMSG. Ball's played back to Haynes. That's going to be passed around here. It's Carson Hammond on the ball. Hammond still running here. Not being challenged. Passes here to Kilpin, rather. And out of play for a AMSG throw-in. Fun fact about AMSG, they're actually not officially anymore, but the original name for the club was actually named for a soccer camp that was run by the coach, and the coach's last name is actually the first word of the original not hyphenation, but what's the word that you would use for, what was it? Like United States of USA. I can't even think of it, but AMSG is an acronym. That's the word. There were 4 words in that acronym, and the first word was the coach of AMSG's last name, Alkali. So, in fact, this may be the only club that you see in this league that's named after a person. However, El Parzan is down. It's going to be a free kick, and he is slow to get up. Most likely just a knock on the foot. That never feels good here as we've reached the 8-minute mark. Don't know if there's a booking here. I don't believe so. Just a stern talking to from referee Clarence Clark. As Arsenal look to start an attack. As Tarzan passes that to Hardy. Hardy's got Kamara on the left wing, but will attempt to play that ball. Still has the ball, but now he loses it. It's a chance here for Asakati. Good play on defense from Carter Boucher, Carter Boucher. And that prevents the goal. And it's a good save by Parzan. And now it's going to be Joshua Martinez on the ball. Martinez to McKenzie. McKenzie, Backlund. Trying to find Zambrano. Quite can't get to him. Now Martinez will pass this back to Boucher. Just a little bit of a poor pass from McKenzie and AMSG. Looking to get an attack going here. They need, a draw would be okay for them, but a win here would pretty much solidify their second spot in the playoffs, and that's going to be a long ball. It's going to be Haynes that gets the ball down on his foot, and he's going to pass this up. It's going to be a reset. Now AMSG in the middle of the park. Slightly shorter field than your typical standard soccer field. However, it is still in the legal limits of the USL. Actually, means for a slightly faster paced game, as that's going to be Kilpin. That could be a penalty. It is not. Referee tells him to get up, and now the cross comes in and it goes over the head of the number 21 Garcia. Garcia Passes it in. Shot is over the bar. And a goal kick. There's a tad bit of a protest for a penalty. It will not be given. As Arsenal will reset. It's a goal kick. Temperature at kickoff was a very, very hot 105 degrees. We will expect a water break here in the 30th or 25th minute. Actually, no, 35th minute. We had a couple of water breaks during the last broadcast that I was a part of due to the fact that RSL actually only had 10 players. That would explain well, in fairness, RSL were not a good side to begin with, but having 10 players would explain the extreme amount of water breaks. But the water break will definitely be needed tonight. It is very, very hot. It is not cool at all. The winds, usually winds would be a nice little coolant. Unfortunately, these winds literally feel like solar winds. It's as if the sun is blowing its solar fuses directly onto your neck as Shamai Kamara plays some defense and gets the ball right back. Ball's going to be played up to the forward here. It looks like a chance here for AMSG. That was a decent curveball, just a little bit over the bar. And Arsenal will reset. Shot there taken by, I believe that may have been, yes, Hakikat. He is the main striker today. There's going to be a couple of Arsenal ball boys today, and they are doing their dangest to get these balls behind the goal and towards the sides. Speaking of the sides, that ball is going to go out. AMSG have the throw. And it will be taken and played back here. It is a quite lowly attended game here, as you would expect due to the heat. Most of our fans are in the center, almost like the VIP seats, as you would say. Of course, it's free attendance, so no charges for sitting in the foldable chairs in the center of the park. And the ref will call a foul for that. It's going to be a free kick, the foul committed by Martinez on Jackson Miller. Miller giving his grievances to the ref, but grievances will not be heard very much up. It's going to be a free kick here. And it is going to be taken up the field, but not the greatest pass in the world, and Arsenal will regain possession. Shout out to Premier Design Group for sponsoring us throughout the season and being the sponsors for our kits. They have been quite fantastic throughout the entire season. We thank them for their sponsorship, as that one's going to go out to Christian Ortiz. Ortiz plays it back to Boucher. Boucher's going to play it back to Donovan Parmesan. Hardy is open, and he will be found. A little bit of playing around here. Fitzgerald, Ortiz finds himself on the left side of the field now. They almost a little bit of a rotation, a la Total Football by the Netherlands in the 1970s. Jacob Fitzgerald now. Martinez. Not the greatest touch in the world, but he does get it up to McKenzie. McKenzie. And here is a chance here for Arsenal. McKenzie. Still McKenzie. Takes the shot. Just over the bar. Decent chance from Cadence McKenzie there, but it's just over the head, over the bar, and it's going to be a goal kick, another reset. One more game to come this season for the USL2 side, and then we are officially done with our broadcasts for the summer. They're going to be playing Coachella FC. Yes, it will be a sad occasion. However, it was a very much successful season here. Even if Arsenal lose their final two games, they have doubled their win total. It is a significant improvement from the previous season. Most of the guys that were on that team are on this one. So it's beautiful, nice to see them improving. Adam Burke motivating the team early, but there was just a lot of movement going around for Arsenal, and not movement in terms of like the unfortunate situation that we've had to move fields quite a bit this season. So nothing has felt particularly secure at home. Granted, we've had some fantastic moments at home this season. The first game of the season against FC Tucson was a very thrilling success, despite the fact that it wasn't on our main field. McKenzie will play that to Fitzgerald, who will play that to Kamara. But the USL2 season has been a quite successful one. Victories over Capo, a couple of draws against Redlands and the aforementioned FC Tucson, a victory against Coachella FC, who are going to be visiting from the Coachella Valley to the Valley of the Sun. They beat them 4-3. They were up 4-1 at one point, but did take their foot off the gas. They did beat Southern California Eagles on either one or two occasions. I believe it was the one occasion, possibly two, but now chances here for Arsenal. Those chances have been erased here. It's going to be the number 15 of AMSG, Hakikat, who was trying to get himself a goal here. But now it's going to be Bryce Backlund, who's playing on the left here. Strong defense from the AMSG defender. It's going to be played back to Kamara. Kamara to Hardy. Fitzgerald. And a reset towards the back. Carter Boucher in the center circle. Plays to Fitzgerald. High pressing from AMSG. Ortiz. That was not the greatest attempt in the world there. A little bit of a breakdown. And it will be reset here by AMSG. We're nearing the end of the first quarter of this game before the water break. Still no scores here. A couple of chances for both sides. Nothing has been solidified yet. So that ball's going to be taken long. It's a little too long. Arsenal are going to let that go to the feet of Partizan. Chances here. And the chance for AMSG now. The AMSG want a foul. They're not going to get it. And AMSG playing with a little bit of fire, as you would expect due to the circumstances, but referee not having it will be a goal kick. McKenzie. Martinez. Boucher. Long ball there, but Cameron's in an offside position. No, he's not. Just barely able to stay on side there. I believe he was just in line with the number 5 as Fitzgerald. We'll look for Ortiz and finds him. Or rather, no, that was actually Cameron on that ball. But it's lost, and AMSG will get that ball back again. Ball's going to be kicked around. We'll eventually get to Haynes. Takes his time here. No attempt at the ball from Arsenal. Looks like they're taking this as a reset. Still AMSG on the ball. They've been on the ball for quite a bit now. Looking to just work something up as the 20th minute fast approaches. And now the chance here It is Garcia. And there's a foul in a very good spot. It's Zambrano who fouls him. And a chance for a cross in or possibly a shot if anyone is feeling a shot attempt on AMSG. What it looks like, it's going to be the number 8 for AMSG. He's going to kick this in with the right foot, so don't expect a shot here unless he has a knuckleball in him. The cross coming in now. It's a low one, but it is a pretty good one there, not taken advantage of by AMSG, and Arsenal will clear. And now a good chance for Arsenal here. Cameron's got to get to that ball. He will not. It's just a little too far. It is an Arsenal throw, however, and there's a chance here. It's Cadence McKenzie. Turns, and it's a good bit of defense there from AMSG. It was desperate defending there. Possibly a little bit of a heavy touch from McKenzie, and AMSG will reset. That was a very scary moment in their playoff hopes. But right now, those playoff hopes are still very much alive. And pretty much breathing here. They're in the second spot here, but a loss against Arizona Arsenal would cripple their chances of making the playoffs quite significantly. But as of right now, still 0-0, still AMSG in that second spot. And they could help themselves greatly here. DP's got to get to that ball, and he does. It was a good bit of running from Armin Tirani, but he just isn't able to keep pace with the ball. Kamara, Fitzgerald. A little bit of tiki-taka play back to Kamara. Kamara looking for Bryce Backlund just a little bit too low, headed away by the AMSG defense. And now it's Al-Sakati. Al-Sakati to Tirani. Tirani to Kilpin. Kilpin to Puente, or rather to Hammond. And now Miller. On the left wing here, it's Sanchez. Now played up to Gloria. Gloria, the left back today. He's going to reset. Rather pass this ball back. Good bit of defense from Carter Boucher. Slows them down just a little bit. It's Arsenal or AMSG again. That looked like a shot attempt there. Needed saving, and it was saved by DP. It's a corner. And in the 23rd minute, this is most likely the last bit of play before the water break. And the early sunshine slowed these players down, but now they will be sped up here. Cross is low. And a little bit of a fake there from AMSG. Now a chance here. Shot attempt is just high. It was Al-Sakati on the shot attempt. Doesn't go his way. It's just over, and it's a goal kick here. Goal kick to be taken here. It's Joshua Martinez who's going to pass this back to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald finds Ortiz. And now Bryce Backlund tried to get the ball there, but deflected away, and it's going to be Christian Ortiz again. They're going to stay on the defensive line for now. Passes it to Hardy. Hardy will look for Kamara. Zambrano now. Now Kamara streaking down the sideline, but a good bit of defense from Kilpin. It'll be a throw-in. Kamara plays it to Martinez. Martinez crosses it to Carter Boucher. Ortiz now. Now chances here. It's Bryce Backlund on the wing. Backlund crosses in to absolutely nobody, and it's over everybody and out of play for an AMSG throw. It's a wasted opportunity there. Ball was hit well too hard, and it will be a throw-in. A little bit of a tussle there. Cadence McKenzie trying to get that ball, but instead it's going to be to Sanchez. And now there's a little bit of a tussle here with Zeke Zambrano. He's got a chance at a shot here. It's well too low, and it's an easy save for Haynes. A little bit of footsies played between Sanchez and McKenzie there. It ended up going McKenzie's way. Nearly got himself an assist after winning that little footsies battle, but it's going to be AMSG ball. Now, chance here for Kilpin. Kilpin's going to pass this to Hammond. Hammond will pass it to Gloria. And now it's Garcia. Kilpin. Garcia. Nice short passes from AMSG. Slightly longer one there. Now they'll play this one on the wing. Now they're going to play this back. There's a couple of switches here, looking to find some sort of opening. We'll play it back to Haynes. Haynes will most likely boot this, and actually, never mind. He's going to pass this. Slow play from AMSG, looking to get a hole found. Just a run or two is needed, and there's the run. It's going to be a run by Kilpin, and Kilpin is found. Kilpin. And nearly taken away, or nearly found Hadkikat. But now it's a chance here for AMSG, and that chance is gone for now. Joshua Martinez on the ball now. Long ball to Zeke Zambrano. Can Zambrano be found? No, it's just a tad bit too long. And expecting a water break shortly. We're in the 27th minute. Maybe in a couple minutes. I believe the 30th minute is when we usually call a water break. As of now, it's an AMSG throw. It's going to be taken short. And now a long ball here. Was looking for Hadkikat. And now it's Jacob Fitzgerald, surrounded by AMSG players. He's going to have to pass this out. He's going to find Ortiz. And good job by the AMSG defenders to stop the opportunity there, but there's still chances here. It's going to be Jacob Fitzgerald. Going to cross that into Cameron, but it's good play again from the AMSG defenders, but it's still not done yet. Joshua Martinez, he's going to take a long shot. It's deflected, and Haynes has to grab that, and he will. And MSG will not have to worry about a corner. Still going to be played around the wing to Gloria. Gloria will pass this up the wing, and it will be passed back to him. Haynes, he's confident with his feet, it seems, as they keep passing the ball back to him. He's been able to kick like a lightning bolt for a second there. I don't think that lightning bolt will go in our direction. The winds are actually blowing away from Arizona Athletic Grounds. Good pass from Garcia. Finds Gloria. Rather that, I believe, was Sanchez. Now a long ball here to Hadkikat, but it's just a little bit too long. Arsenal will regain possession. It's going to be Shamai Kamara. In fact, no. It is Uriel Sanchez who was trying to get that ball, but it's going to be taken away. And a little bit of passing between the teams. Unfortunately, they're passing it between each other rather than their own teammates. But now that might change. But a ball that was not played quite well, but it does not matter as Sanchez is fouled. He's in a little bit of pain. He's going to take his time before getting up here. And I would in this sort of climate too. We're still in the 100 degrees marks here. 103 at the moment. It's so hot that my charger is not charging my phone. I probably should unplug it from my phone. I will unplug it from my phone because I'm a smart man and I kind of like my phone. Apparently, it's ancient according to Apple. Now I feel old. I don't like feeling old. I'm 23 years old and I feel old. My back constantly hurts while now it's a therapy session all of a sudden instead of a soccer match. But when you have breaks in action, you just randomly think about things. That's ADHD for you. It's a long ball here, and now a header. Good save by Parzan, but the ball will go in. There was no help on defense there for Arsenal, and now there will be the water break. Trying to figure out who that is that scored that. As we take that water break in the 30th minute. It's the first goal of the game. There's a bunch of bodies in the box, but I believe from what I saw, it was one of the taller players on the team, and I believe that may have been Gloria, but we will check in a few. But we are going to take our first water break. It is 1-0 to AMSG. Took me a second to figure out who actually scored that. It was the number 10, Al-Hassan Al-Sakati, who scored that goal there. And AMSG scoring probably at the perfect time for everybody here. Gave me time to figure out who scored that. I ended up talking to a couple of the ball boys. And two of them said number 10. One of them said either 10 or 11. And considering the height of the person who scored that, number 10, Al-Sakati is actually quite tall. You can tell from up here that he's probably one of the taller players on the field, besides the keepers, of course. It was a good initial save by Parzan. Unfortunately, there was no defense to help him. And now another chance here. It has to be saved by Parzan, and it is saved by Parzan. And now AMSG have a bit of control here, as Fitzgerald looks to start an attack to find that equalizer. Martinez plays Hardy. Looked like he was trying to find Zeke Zambrano. Can't quite find him. Zambrano, one of those guys that is playing on the wing who can play quite a bit of defense. He actually has been playing on the left, in the left back position here. So he's got the best of both worlds and actually helps quite a bit, especially when a team is trailing. So here's Boucher. Got a little bit of speed here. He's looking to cross that into Zambrano. Zambrano is found. It's a good bit of play from Zeke Zambrano. Zeke Zambrano. Cameron, good bit of defense from AMSG. It's a corner. I think that may have actually got, I don't know. From what it looks like, he may have gotten him in the thigh. But it was probably more on the shin. But considering the heat, he's taking his time to get up, and I would too. Granted, he's probably about 50 pounds lighter than me, but so it would take me a while to get up in the first place. Anyway, corner for Arsenal. It's going to be taken with an in-swing. Nobody short to possibly get the short end. It's Jacob Fitzgerald. It's going to be put in, but it's offside. It was Blaze Hardy who scored the goal, but referees say he was in an offside position. He was within the 3-yard. He was within the 6-yard box, within 3 yards of the goal, and he was just a little bit too far forward, and he was called offside there. I believe that would have been Blaze Hardy's first goal of the season if that counted. Instead, it's another chance here for AMSG that has evaporated, and now they will have to play defense again. Arsenal had the taste of a goal early, just a couple seconds ago. They're looking to actually get the full main course, that is, getting a goal into the back of the net, but that main course, unfortunately, was spoiled. Wasn't put in the fridge for long enough, and it will be thwarted. But still chances here for Arsenal. McKenzie's playing a little bit back here. Going to play it up to Martinez, and now some high pressing action from AMSG to make it a little bit uncomfortable for Arsenal, but they're going to switch the field of play and end the pressing for the time being. Ortiz now has Backlund and finds him. Back to Ortiz. The goal was scored right before the water break, so expect not much added time to be, not much extra additional time besides the 2 minutes that we had for the water break to be added on. Because that ball is going to be kicked directly to Haynes, and it's going into the AMSG ball once again. Sanchez. MSG playing around with the ball a little bit. Now they're going to, that's going to go straight. Oh, dear. That nearly hit a poor fan in the stands. As ball's going to be out of play. It's a throw into Arsenal. Ball's going to be played by, the ball that was in the stand has been returned to the ball boys. And Arsenal will have another chance here with Christian Ortiz. Ortiz, he's got a good leg. He's going to cross that in. He was looking for Zambrano, but Zambrano does not quite have the height to get ahead on it. It's going to be a throw to AMSG. Arsenal did have the possibility of a goal there. In fact, a ball did go into the back of the net. However, Blaze Hardy was just a fraction offside. As AMSG will get that ball back, and a little bit of roughhousing there from Zambrano, and it'll be a free kick. Actually, no, that was Cameron, rather. And that, oh dear, that would have been a disaster for AMSG if they would have let up a goal in that particular moment. That would have been actually probably a own goal for Aiden Haynes if things didn't go well, but it's still a chance here. It's Cameron who skies it over the bar and off the scoreboard. That was just recently fixed. And AMSG putting it down quick. They were looking to get another goal here, but Arns will slow the play down. There's a little bit of lightning just east of us, but It's well out of the range. It's probably more in the Apache, actually maybe even further. I think it's probably striking down around Globe in Miami, Arizona, the world's probably third favorite Miami. God bless the people of Miami, but having to say that you're from Miami, but not the Miami that everyone knows must be a mild bit annoying. It's Cameron again. It's over the bar. If we were playing Gaelic football, that would have been 2 points right off the bat, and we would have a lead. But instead, it's 2 straight goal kicks. Speaking of Gaelic football, they just had the All Ireland semifinal for Gaelic football. I was actually in Ireland a couple of years ago. I had the opportunity to watch some Gaelic football, but I accidentally got tickets to the game in Galway while I was in Dublin. So I don't think my father and I would have wanted to take a 3-hour drive for a game in Galway it was a 3-hour drive. That's another amazing thing about living in America. A 3-hour drive in Ireland is a drive across the country. While a 3-hour drive here, you'd probably be halfway to Flagstaff, maybe a little bit more. That's something the European mind cannot comprehend. Imagine being a European, maybe like let's say, an Englishman who decided to spend their summer in Texas because, just roll with me, okay? Imagine being a European that's taking their summer vacation in Texas, like an Englishman to be precise. English people consider 75 degrees Fahrenheit a heat wave. Granted, it's more of the fact that they don't have heat in their homes, as Bryce Backlund looking to turn the heat up here. It's a cross it. Zeke Zambrano takes a shot. It's going to be taken away here. And a little bit of defense there from Arsenal that actually forces the ball out here. But imagine you are an English citizen from the United Kingdom. Let's say Newcastle, because Birmingham. Birmingham is misery incarnate. You go to Texas, you think, it's going to be a nice little experience. I get to shoot a gun for the first time, most likely. That's going to probably need to put on Do Not Disturb. I don't think you guys heard that last bit. But you step down in San Antonio, Texas. It is 100-degree weather, about 40 degrees, a little bit under 40 degrees Celsius. You step down. Okay, it's kind of a dry heat, but it's like standing on the sun. It's like what was said in King of the Hill when the Hill family first stepped foot in Phoenix, Arizona. Your thought, if you were an Englishman, is that this city should not exist. It is a monument to man's arrogance. However, you do quite see the sights. You're having fun seeing the sights of San Antonio, the Alamo. Let's see, what else is in San Antonio? The Riverwalk, the churros, the San Antonio women who have gotten a bad rap, but I'm sure are quite nice. They're probably a lot better than the ones in Birmingham. God bless the people of Birmingham. They don't have any teeth. I wasn't. But imagine then, you're like, San Antonio is very hot. Let's go somewhere else. How about Portland, Oregon? Or Seattle, Washington? Yeah, Seattle, Washington. So you can experience an American soccer match in the Emerald City. You're thinking, okay, that's like a 3-4 hour drive. You then proceed to look for the directions to go from San Antonio to Seattle, and then you see 15 hours. It is a 4-hour flight, as that ball, speaking of flying, that ball flies off a Hellcat and will be out of play for a goal kick. So, yes, it would take you about 2 days to travel across this country. It probably would take you 2 days to get from San Antonio to Seattle on car, to which my first question would be, what is wrong with you? You would have to pay a significant amount of tolls. Anyway, now that story's out of the way, my attempt at comedy probably failed miserably, but it is a goal kick for AMSG as we approach the 45th minute. Most likely about 2 minutes of additional time here. We haven't gotten anywhere. We don't actually have very many people on the grounds here. It's really hot, as that ball's going to be played around here. and out of play, almost hits the assistant referee in the face, but she's done well to dodge that. Shemai Kamara will throw this in. The 45th minute has arrived as the assistant referee is actually checking her watch. A couple of the players have checked their watch. Clarence Clark, the main official, they have their earpieces in, so they probably have been informed how much additional time has been added. My assumption will be about 2 minutes due to the circumstance of the water break and the goal being scored simultaneously. It's Zeke Zambrano. He's going to look to add a goal for Arsenal. Christian Ortiz was there, but could not get the pass off. Zambrano still like a cat, just running at its prey. Tries to get that ball back, and he's actually kind of out of position right now. But luckily for Arsenal, he's a little bit of extra help as AMSG are kind of stuck in a corner. Christian Ortiz is fouled. Free kick for Arsenal, and it's going to be taken quickly. Blaise Hardy will look for Shemai Kamara. And Blaise Hardy. Arsenal are trying to get past the defenses, like Scotland trying to conquer Hadrian's Wall. Jacob Fitzgerald was looking for Christian Ortiz. He will find Christian Ortiz. That ball looked like from up here that it was going well over, but it does find Rice Backlund. Fitzgerald on the volley. Still chances here. It's Caden Cameron. He's going to keep this ball in just about. And now the referee will put his flag out. It is offside. It was pretty certain that was offside, but the referee just wanted to make 100% sure there. I believe he actually probably got the first official, the main official. It's one of the rare instances where the main official probably had a better view of that call than the assistant line judge, so probably just a little bit of communication with the earpieces to say, hey, yeah, that was offside. Please raise your flag. Anyway, AMSG looking to clear this ball out. Will be cleared out. And foul there. Arsenal free kick. It's McKenzie who is fouled. Most likely the last play before the end of the half. We are in the 47th minute. And that is the end of the first half. One goal to speak of, and it is AMSG's goal to claim. We have reached the end of the first half. The score, AMSG 1, Arizona Arsenal 0. You were watching Arizona Arsenal soccer here on YouTube. Welcome back to Arizona Arsenal coverage of Arizona Arsenal versus AMSG. We are currently in a 30-minute weather delay. Lightning was reported within 8 miles of the vicinity, and due to policy, we have been told to retreat to our press box, and the teams have been asked to go into their locker rooms. We will let you know when play resumes, but as of right now, here's a little bit of a summary of the game. There was only one goal scored. That goal was scored by the center attacking mid of AMSG, Al Hassan Al Sakati, in the 26th minute. There was a chance for Blaze Hardy, who actually slotted home, but he was called offside by the first assistant lineman. We will once again let you know when we will be starting back up again, but as of now, the score: AMSC 1, Arizona Arsenal 0.